work, law, and the drama. Now, from the employee's perspective, when it comes to mutual separation agreement, what should you know? If your employer comes to you with a mutual separation agreement, what should you know? Do you want to start us off? Or do I just
Sure.
Go ahead.
So if it was me and my employer comes with a mutual separation
Yes,
agreement, the first
yes.
thing would be like, what is all this about? Yeah. What is happening? What is not happening? You know?
Yeah.
So I want to know why am I being terminated?
Yes.
I have a contract. I've been planning my life with this contract for the next 5 years.
Yes.
So I want to understand what has
Even taking
changed.
loans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to understand what exactly has changed for you now for us to be talking about cutting this relationship, abruptly.
Yeah.
Because like any other relationship, like we said, it's like a divorce. It's like any other. So I would want to know that, and then I would want to know the terms. And what are my options? Do I have a chance to say no?
Yes.
Then we get to understand, is it mutual or not mutual?
Yeah.
If for sure I know it is not working, and maybe they have told me, even you know it is not working. We have tried, we have moved to this department, we have done ABC, and it is not working. Then that's different. If I understand the context and I know that maybe for sure this is the best way, then for me, mine will just be to just negotiate.
Okay.
So I tell employees, you have to learn how to negotiate for yourself.
Yes.
Because it's a mutual separation. We want to get rid of each other. So let's put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Most important, seek legal advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do this on your own. Get a lawyer, and sometimes you go for lawyers. I've seen people going to lawyers that are not dealing with labor matters. Someone goes to a conveyance lawyer who is selling plots and property and stuff to do with that. And they misadvise even the employers.
Yes.
Yeah. So you find that you can actually tell this lawyer that is advising you to do this has no clue what the labor law says about how to proceed. So as you choose your lawyer, go for a lawyer that is actually handling labor matters.
I like
Back
that.
to you, Stella.
I like how you started that conversation. If I was employed and my employer came to me with a mutual separation agreement, and assuming I'm completely blindsided, I did not see it coming. But for sure, at the point my employer is coming to me with a mutual separation agreement, they want me gone.
Yeah.
They truly do.
You're not going to force yourself there.
Yes, there's no need of forcing yourself there. If they want you gone, they want you gone.
Yeah.
And there are two ways. They can either choose the disciplinary process or just follow due procedure, or they go the mutual separation way.
Yeah.
But either way, at the end of that process, I'll be gone. So what would I look out for? Number one, do I have a choice? And you mentioned it. Or am I being pushed to sign this mutual separation agreement? If you don't have a choice, tell them to do their worst. I don't know, it sounds bad. But tell them to do their worst.
Yeah.
If I don't have a choice, then fire me. Because then it stops being mutual.
Mutual, yes.
It stops being amicable.
Yeah.
The second thing I would also look out for, even before I say do your worst, is what are their terms? Read line for line. For instance, does it have a waiver that you will not institute any claim after you've signed it? Because it may have a waiver saying, once you sign this agreement, you have no claim against the company. And you're thinking you'll sign it and then later say that you are forced to sign it. Is there an non-compete clause? If you're an artist and they say that in the next 2 years you're not expected to draw, but they're letting you go, should you sign that kind of agreement? If it's going to take away your livelihood, how are you expected to survive after that?
It's even absurd.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it has a non-compete clause, but the only person who your industry serves is just one client.
Yeah.
So then what will you do once you've signed that particular? So just look at the fine lines as well. Then the other one I would say is negotiate for fair exit terms. What does this mean? It means what you said, medical package. Does that come with it? Why, if you were to fire me and you'd give me 3 months, then I would not negotiate for the same 3 months.
Yeah.
Maybe negotiate for slightly more.
Yeah.
Not to the point where it is unfair to the employer, but where it allows for both parties to actually mitigate any risk subsequent, right? So negotiate for fair terms. Whether it was bonuses that were meant to be earned, whether there were commissions, make sure all of that is put in there. And then ensure that also you've been given sufficient time to process it. There's nothing you're processing in 20 minutes. That one you're being pushed.
Don't sign. Just say, I need more time.
I need more time.
Yeah.
And
I
then
can't
seek
sign now.
legal advice. And this is independent. Trust me, the lawyer in the company is not your lawyer. It should be independent. You cannot go to your employer's lawyer and ask them, is this a fair document?
Yeah.
I would not do that. There's a case where a particular bottling company was sued by an employee. An employee said that I was not given time to seek legal advice, but she signed it 10 days later. So when she came to court, she was saying she did not seek legal advice. But the court said nothing stopped you.
You from seeking the same. Yeah.
Nothing stopped you. Even if the contract did not say that, nothing stopped you from seeking legal advice. The employer cannot come and micromanage whether you're seeking legal advice or not. So those are some of the things that I would look out for. And then also I would look out for some of the post-exit terms. I liked what you said, confidentiality. Will you give me a recommendation later? If someone calls you, what will you say? Will you say, that one? Okay. We even thank God there's a mutual separation agreement. We let them go. What will you say if people call to find out why I left that organization?
Yeah.
Because if I've served for 10 years, there cannot be a 10-year gap when people want to find out where I worked and what was going on.
Yeah.
So managing that particular exit process. What you talked about, confidentiality. As a matter of fact, confidentiality cuts across. It is very relevant for the employer, but it's also very relevant to
For the employee, yeah.
Yes. So those are some, just in addition to what you said, those are some of the things that the employees should look out for. But if there's nothing else you get, seek independent legal advice. Remember, you're just an employee in any other industry. You're not a lawyer. Similarly for the HR, you are HR, you're not a lawyer. And so long as you're dealing with contracts, seek independent legal advice.
Yeah.
I think that covers, unless you have anything else to add.
No, I think it's that just knowing that apart from the legals of you being separated and don't focus just on the pay, you really have to look for those other hidden things in what you just said. So I will not repeat, but that's very, very, very important.
Yes.
Yeah, knowing that it's a 10 years in your CV, in your history of a career, and if you throw that away, then they're hurting you.
Exactly. Now, as an employee, I'm hoping now it is very clear. Whenever you're signing a mutual separation agreement, please rewatch, re-listen to this particular conversation so that you're well guided and seek independent legal advice. That is all we have on work, law, and the drama. Thank you.